Hello and welcome everyone to another draft here on Magic Arena. I'm having a lot of fun with this Avatar: The Last Airbender. Having some good luck lately. 2-6-3 draft or 6 win drafts in a row. Makes me feel pretty good about this. I feel like I'm understanding some of the general flows and what things are good or bad. Be curious to know about what things you are finding to be especially good. I'm not sure if I've got like a big picture on like the exact archetypes and how good they relate to everything, but some of the cards within those archetypes, like I think I'm starting to understand when and where they'd be better or worse. So let's just have some fun with this, shall we? All right, pack one, pick one. We opened this last time. Not good. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. There are a lot of mana sinks, is what I'm finding, and that is not as good as it looks on paper. Um, that, however, that is as good as it looks. This enables the synergy. Common wise, what jumps out? I like the Ruffians and the Warden. I think they're all right. The Earthbending lesson, if you want lessons, it's good. If you don't want lessons, it's bad. Don't like the Raider. I haven't tried Octopus form. Maybe it's good. Hard to say. Um, I've not tried Glider Kids out. It seems fine. This has gone up in my estimation. One game he gained me like 10 life, and I wasn't even like a super synergistic deck. So I think we're gonna start with the Sun Warrior, but go from there. Firebending Ascension. I've not seen this one. One in red to make a 2/2, and then whenever a creature you control causes a triggered ability of that creature, so like firebending, put a quest counter on this, and then if it has 4 or more, you may copy that ability and choose new targets. So what does that mean in practice? Um, you get to double a firebending trigger, which with Sun Warden would be kind of sweet. What else? We have Appa. 6 mana, it's a bit rough. I think this card is fine though. Enters or attacks, pulls a lot of weights. Pretty down on the Haiku. I have to see it be good before I'm gonna willing to try to play it again. Not a bad follow up to the Sun Warrior, but it's 4 mana. I do like Daily Agent. I'm gonna take the 2 mana 2/2. Totally fine with this. Now we've got a pack with a lot less in it at a glance. I think this at 4 mana is pretty rough. Like it makes things kind of difficult to get going. So the cards that jump out to me are like the Court Official. I don't know how much I like Master Paku. I do like the Snowballers. I think that card is decent. I think the Lesson is all right. It's a lot better. Like you would play it in a deck without the synergy, but you'd want to have the synergy. So here I'm looking at like Cycle of Renewal, Official, and then I guess I can take the Glider Kid. 2 mana 2/3 flyer. We'll see if this ends up being good. I haven't had a chance to really play with it yet, so we'll see if it ends up hitting my estimation or not. 2 mana flash, create a 1/1 ally. I like that. It's expensive. My only real note. Like I think it's obviously getting, you know, 4 creatures for 1 card is kind of nice, but it does come at a cost. Path of Redemption I think is fine. I also do like Lost Days, but I don't love it. It's fine. Okay. Um, Funny enough, Fire Nation Palace is actually potentially at home in this deck. I could rock the Cave of Two Lovers. I do actually think I like this card. Someone played it against me and it felt very strong. Um, yeah, we'll take that. Take that over a 5 mana spell. We'll take a 4 mana spell. 3 mana when another ally enters. Put a counter. I mean, I think literally 3 allies with 3 creatures. So that's not an ally, of course, but that's all right. Otherwise, the Precision I think is a good card. I actually like the Barrel of Blasting Jelly quite a bit, but I think this is enough. This is good enough of a card that I'm not like super unhappy to play it. But oh, I like Gather the White Lotus. Okay, so white is open. That's what we've discovered. I was kind of teasing the idea, but it does seem like the best cards we've been taking have been whites. We got pick one, a Sun Warrior, and then a Firebending Ascension. This card is really good. And from what I've read, people say this card is good. I've not tried it yet, but it seems expensive. I'm willing to be wrong, but it just seems expensive. 1 mana, 1/1 sack and to destroy an artifact or enchantment versus the battle fan. I think I just want the fan. That might be incorrect, but we'll see. We had some coffee today, playing early on rather than my midnight drafts that I've been doing for y'all the last couple days. It's been a lot of fun. Digging into and getting more and more into this whole YouTube thing has been a good challenge. It forces me, I guess, to like alliterate my thought, or explain my thoughts maybe just a little bit better. 5 mana for a 3/5, and then it gains flying and gives me a life on landfall. That seems just okay. I might just take the Vindictive Sky Warden. I do think this card punches above its weight. It prevents or presents a weird set of inevitability. Yeah. Crescent Island Temple versus Sandbender Storm. I want to make this work someday. I don't think that day is today. I don't think this is a deck that's going to be playing an Aang's Journey, so we'll take the Sandbender Storm as a kind of whatever removal spell. So at the moment, we have no, I was going to say no tricks really. All our things are just spells, or creatures rather. And Yip Yip is not unwelcomed, especially given how many allies I have. I mean, giving the Sun Warrior flying and then attacking, firebending like 4 or 5, maybe doubling that. Seems kind of spicy. I wonder what things this is broken with, because I'm obviously firebending is the new mechanic, but there are like fear of missing out when it attacks, untap, and make another combat step or something like that. I don't think that works in the same way, but or maybe it does. Fear missing out from Duskmore, which is a very fun set. Had a lot of fun with that one. I liked the set that came before that, Bloomborough, but well, this could have been a deck that would have not minded it, but I'm fairly content to take another Gather the White Lotus one. Looks like we're going to be mostly white, splashing like some good red stuff. Like I don't even necessarily need to be playing the Cave or the Vindictive. Would not mind a couple kill spells, some direct damage. We don't need the lessons, so we can get lightning strikes, but I would hope for something. Notably, I think Heyday would be fine in this deck too. Mono white, lots of 1 power, 2 power things to sacrifice, but I think Gather is going to be a bit stronger. I don't think I passed a single white card to my left, so hopefully we get something back. No rare in the pack. And Combustion Technique versus Cadet versus the Musician versus Poxbear. I guess also versus Iroh, but red when we were just going to be like light on red, it looks like, was kind of tough. Okay. So I think we're in an okay position. What if I just don't default that? So if I need the playable, I've got a couple extra pieces, but I'd much rather be doing anything else. All right, so we have a Redirect Lightning. 1 red to change the ability of spell or ability. Well, I think this deck would be quite intense. Actually, I have 4 allies. No, I think I'm gonna take. It casts my red ally. I'm gonna take it. I don't know. It looks fun. Sozin Conflicted, red black. Beginning of your first main phase, choose one that has not been chosen. Draw put a counter on him, add red, exile him, return it. So basically, he can do all these things and keep making these choices, and he keeps switching sides, and that's kind of funny. This is the sort of deck that would actually be very happy to have fancy footwork. Also, kind of funny that Zhao and Zuko are in the same pack. Yeah, the sort of deck will want like a combat trick or two, especially with all like the cheap creatures I have. Just the deserters. I think I have a lot of expensive things already. I'm not sure I want a default to taking one of the more expensive ones, but the deck would like some kind of anthem. I don't think I need to pick it up earlier. I take another Sky Warden, but that's kind of the same conundrum. Yeah, I'll take the deserter. Yu Yan, Archer. Battle Fan, Archer versus Warden versus Earth Kingdom Protector. I mean, it probably plays out a little bit better than I think it is. Could grab another Avatar Enthusiast. I think 4 is a good place to be going into pack 4, and I don't think this is. If this was instant, I think I would be much happier, but I think as it is, I'm unhappy with it. So. I don't think I want a 5 mana, though it's kind of close. I think if the deck was not going to be happy with this combat trick, I definitely would take it, but. On that front, we did just pick up a fancy footwork. I don't think I'm going to play any of those cards. I mean, if I have to, I have to, but we're pretty above rate for where I need to be. Oh, definitely take a cadet. Makes me happy to have these lessons kind of already. Okay. Don't love, don't hate. Zhao. Whatever. I'm not playing any of these cards. Can I get another Sun Warrior? The game said really, bet. I'm gonna make you choose. Another Warden. The Warden. The last Agni Kai, red 1. Creature you control fights an opponent. Creature, and then excess damage gets red, and then you don't lose red as phases end. That's cute. I don't think that's very good, but it's good. Or it's cute. Zhong 2/3 makes a 3/4 that copies the Yip Yip. He is an ally. Those are the 2 cards I'm interested in. Actually, Compassionate Healer. Lightning Strike versus Compassionate Healer. I think this is just such a good 2-drop that I want it. Avatar Aang. 4 colors, 4/4 firebending, 2 flying. When you waterbend, firebend, earthbend, whatever. That's pretty cool. Take Zhong here. I think this is a good spot to take it. Now we don't have to play all of them. Probably will actively not be playing all of those. A dual land versus not much. I do like the Pox Bear, but oh, easy money. So the red that does not cast my red spells is a little worse. Yeah, get in there, Appa. Funny enough, he does synergize with the Ascension, I think. I mean, not when he enters, but when he attacks, rather. Oh, that's a late. This card's really good. We will take our Kyoshi Warrior. I do like the Deserter over the Kyoshi Warrior. Okay, so we need to make some cuts now. I think I'm okay with these as my tricks. I don't love the Sandbender Storm, but it is a way to deal with things that these guys are not good at, so it is flexible, and worst case, it's a 4-mana 3/3 with haste, sort of, so... not really enough spells to make this guy worth it. I'll just... I still don't think I want any of these. No, actually, well, I would have taken the Blasting Jelly earlier in the pack, but at this point I don't think it matters very much. Alright, so we need to make, what, 26, so 2 or 3 cuts. No, this does seem like a white-red deck, or a 17 land deck. The Gather the White Lotus makes me not want to run the Tea Shop, but I would still run the, obviously, the Peak. That's an interesting card. Yeah, Azula Always Lies played out really good for me in the pre-release last week, but I've not gotten it to be very good on Arena. Not really sure what that's about, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What else? What do we got going on here? Got a nice little white-red deck that's kind of just getting to go Sun Warriors, playing a bunch of allies. Yeah, I think I have enough mana sinks that I don't need to play the Vindictive Skywarden. And then if I cut, funny enough, if I do like, oh, that's an ally actually. If I cut this stuff, what I get to do is I get to do this, and we get to go N7. That's sad. Maybe I play that over like, well, that's the same, isn't it? Um, I'm curious on what cuts you would make at the very end. I think in the end I'm not going to play this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Means we have 6 red sources for combustion technique and the ascension. But I don't think that's too bad. I'm not playing the farm animals, the troop. Not playing the cave feels a little weird. Maybe we play the cave over the battle fan? No. Not gonna lie, I do like um Zhong and the Disciple being in the same deck. That just kind of seems fun. Um, yeah, I think we just cut the cave. We cut maybe like a fancy footwork. I think I like the Protector. Mostly because we do have very good um, allies. What does that leave me with? I like the ones that make 2 dudes. I like the Battle Fan. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I guess we're gonna cut that guy. Kind of all the reasons I said before. But anyways, let me know what you would have done differently. As all, I'm not an infallible human. I just think this deck looks like it's going to be pretty sweet to play. Um, yeah, anyways, I'll see y'all back for game number 1. Alright. Bob the Destroyer. Little thing over there. So it has some good cards. Sure. Like, if this was like a weaker set of red cards, I would not have kept that, but I think I'm content. Hello, friendly opponent. Play an island, eh? Alright. Aang's Journey Get It. Okay, so there are only 2 colors. Well, if I'm not hitting lands, at least I am hitting. Or mountains, at least I'm hitting some land. Not hit a mountain, we're in a pretty cute position. Well, I mean, hopefully this is good enough. Going wide. If they play 1 creature here, I might attack through it. We'll see. Does this target only creatures? Yeah. Airbending, Ascension. Targeting a token. I mean, I can't imagine they use the reinforcement. Yeah. Fair enough. I don't think they should airbend anything, actually, but they do get to... Well, that is pretty good. I guess they saved us both time. Yeah, I mean, we're going to lose this game if we don't ever draw our second color. Play rare. That said, the first thing they did was kill a token. Second thing they did was, yeah. It's a tough one. I mean, that is pretty cute, but I would actually be airbending this water skin, but maybe they have a second spell to cast. Yeah, I mean, if I don't draw something here, I'm just going to concede. I don't have any comeback mechanics. Well, that's not true, but it doesn't feel good. It feels like an awful position to be in. Now, if I had the Sun Warrior going, then we'd be all right. They have a counterspell? No. I guess we are in a position where we're water bending. They can just, yeah. Well, in theory we're okay, but in practice probably not. Appa's a pretty good guard, man. Holy cow. Yeah, our saving grace is that they are at 7 life, so they do have to be kind of careful for the rest of the game. But, okay. Seems like a lot of work, but getting to flicker that each turn, that's going to be very good. Okay. Well, I do see a loop when I see one. Oh, yeah. And then they can just submersible the 3/3. Okay, well, they're doing pretty good. They got a lot of value going on. If I draw a land, is Appa... What does he do? I can give my Sun Warrior flying. And then that does nothing. As soon as this hits 4 and they can loop the submersible, we are in trouble. I probably would attack. Okay, so what happens here? They hit me for 7 in the air. I could... If they block with the Benevolent River Spirit, I guess I can combustion technique it afterwards. Barely. I get 3 mana. I actually can do this first. Oh, no, I actually can't, because then I would not have... No, yeah, it gives red mana. They could also just take it. I don't know. I think we let damage happen. Oh, if they have a Yip Yip, that would be crazy. That's funny. We both were in a position where we just needed the damage to happen. Fair enough. I would have liked to have used the combustion technique on the submersible, because that's really what's going to lock me. But if they draw nothing, then technically they're not at a position where they can attack more than just Appa. Okay, well, good to know that that is not... It only copies after the 4th one. Fair enough. Jeez. I guess I'd rather them have done that than it gets to do it on Appa. Oh, that's so annoying. I think I'd rather draw a card here. So they can tap the creature. Kind of nice. That doesn't do anything. Make this a 3/4. mean, it's fairly mana intensive, but yeah, unfortunately at this point, we're just gonna get locked out by this boomerang. Okay, this card has now earned its spot. At parity, it just seems pretty good. What can I draw here? What are my actual outs? Yip Yip, make a creature flying. About it. So my out is Yip Yip or somehow get a way to attack for lethal. That does not seem particularly like a winning line. I mean, they're just going to tap it anyway, so. Man, this Flash Appa just bodied me. Holy heck. Oh, a second flyer? That's probably going to be too much. Oh, if they tap a lot of their creatures, you know. Well, I guess they can do that with the Boomerang? Funny enough that they could do that. Well. Unfortunately, that is all she wrote. All right, hopefully we can get back on the right track with the next match. All right. Yeah, not like where this is starting. It's on my bed that it was falling over. Make it 2-3, that's pretty good. Oh, that's an interesting one. I think I have enough things to do next turn or two that I'm going to keep that. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, fair enough. Yeah, not really sure where this is going, one way or the other. Gonna guess they're gonna discard a card? Yeah. Neither of those seem particularly good at the moment. Man, this card just keeps seeming really good. Yeah. Enters or attacks. That's really good. That's really annoying, honestly. Okay, well, we were playing a really fun game of uncommons and commons. I guess I played a rare, so it's only fair, but still. But still. Oh, we're just dead here. Alright, well, you got me. Oh, man. Alright, you got me. Just dead near to whatever they do. Save ourselves some time. On to the next. Alright, decided to go camera off. I don't want that light in my face anymore. But, yeah. Ensign's fine. I have enough 2-drops that I kind of trust that I should draw one of them, but if I don't, this is not great. It could get ran over. But against an opponent that's got, like, a slower game, this might be, alright. A very good card. Okay, well. Place to start. Oh, we got a Shrines deck. We finally get to see it in action. I hope they use a removal spell. I don't think I need Kyoshi Warriors. Hell. I don't think so. I think it's a little too redundant with what I've got going on already, so. Yeah, crazy. I need to know nothing else about what they're doing. I'm in love. I kind of hope I lose to it. They have 1 mana. Temple, temple. I think I actually just dropped a Lotus here. Land and a 2-drop doesn't seem like what we want at the moment. Bam. Get in there, kid. Earthbend. Oh, they have prowess. That's cool. do a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just get to make 2 more dudes this turn. That's crazy. I was gonna say, does this guy have reach or something? Oh, nice. Didn't even need to make me use the Kingdom Protector. I guess I should have left the plains. Not really sure what I was thinking about that, but... Flying, First Strike, Lifelink, huh? Enter the Avatar state. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, we're not in as good of a position as we were before, but it's still pretty good. What is this? When it enters, if you cast them and there are 3 more Dragon or Lessons in your graveyard, which there are, create a token that's a copy. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. Huh. Airband target a permanent you control. Well, let's just see what they do. I guess that was probably lethal. Yeah, I probably missed lethal. Nope. Actually, that's incorrect. I could have done 4 more damage. I guess I could have attacked with this guy too, but... Yeah, I probably should have done the math. I didn't realize it was going to be exactly lethal, so that is my mistake. Fire Lord Zuko. I mean, they were doing some pretty cool stuff. Pretty down for their game plan, though. I'll definitely say that this is like the style of deck that punishes them. Like they're trying to slow the game down and like grind out massive value. We're just trying to end the game as quick as possible with like some inevitability. With a single Sun Warrior, we can kind of claw back, but probably not realistically. And I didn't have to pause at all. Nice. Playing against another Dauntless Drafter. And this hand just seems bad. I think I can do better. On the draw, I have no removal. I have 1, but I don't have the right to cast it. I have 2 3-drops, neither of which are astounding, though. This is a good combo, but... And I think I'd be happy to keep it with just these 2 and a mountain, but that's just too risky. I'm not playing enough red sources for that to be, like, consistent. Alright. This hand, you know what? We'll take it. And, with 3 planes in my starting hand, I just probably don't care about that. My line of thinking is trying to play like a fair game where we exchange resources when I'm mulliganed. means a card like the Storm gets a bit worse. And so just maximizing like how good this card will be seems like the choice to make. Right, they played a Forest. Now they're going to attack. I'll take the trade because you know what else is it gonna do? What does this do? Earthbend 2, get a basic land. Whenever a land enters, request counter on it. When you do, if it has 4, then you get to put a counter on a creature. That's pretty good. Oh no, we're mana screwed. This, not crazy. This just seems really bad. I mean, I guess it gets a basic land, which is kind of nice, but... Alright, hopefully this guy survives. Looks like they're doing more 4-color shenanigans. I guess this is good in a multicolored deck. Uh-huh. How much do I try to bait out? Yeah, just cast this. I know neither of those seem good at the situation. Alright, now lands equal counters, which is spooky. Oofta. Can I get an Appa here? Oh, that's really good. I didn't realize that was as good of a synergy as it was going to be. I mean, now I want the Sandbender Storm, but... Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can't block that. Or, well, I could, but, like... Obviously, that doesn't do much. Well, they're out of resources, at least for finally, so... 4 mana, and then this would be... So we'll play this, just so they don't see it coming, but... Obviously, that's not, like, a big game changer. Yeah, I mean, we drew a lot of lands. Not to say that that's the only thing, but we scryed a lot. We were looking for something special. In the end, I think that's, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Can't beat yourself up for games that didn't go your way. Just gotta move on. Try to learn something from it and try to get better. And we look quite dead here. Like, very dead. Oh, they have 2? That's cool. Alright, I'm off of it. I'm just super dead here. There's nothing I can draw. Dang. Well, you know what? We're still Diamond 2. That's alright. Anyways, thanks for watching. I don't want to only post drafts where I do well. I want to see what happens when I do poorly. And, you know, maybe we can learn something from it. Like, probably was supposed to play the Cadets and not tried for this, like, White Lotus nonsense. I mean, it's a good card, but, like, veering that much that I'm not playing, like, a good card like that. And then I think this card's pretty good, so I probably should have given that a try. I don't know. Tough to say. But I hope you had a good time. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself, doing something nice for yourself today. Anyways, take care. I'll see you all tomorrow.